Hi, everybody. It's Linda G. I just got done doing a show with a guy named Jeff Mara, Mara. I'll let you know when it goes up. He said it'll probably go up this Sunday. Very nice guy. He interviews people. He's interviewed Annette, Bricka, Najia. So he's a very good interviewer. I was very comfortable with him. He said, is there anything you'd like in closing, you'd like to tell the world? I said, yeah, wear clean underwear. You know me, I always got to throw in them one-liners. So I hope you guys are doing good. Um, Jack's birthday is on the 24th of July. I can't believe these babies are getting older. But listen, Lulu has a lipoma in her tail. So it was not that big, and now it's getting bigger, to where her tail looks swollen, and it's interfering with her abilities to go number two. So she goes to the doctor next week. Probably going to have either lipoma removed or the tail removed. Oh my God, if it's not one thing, it's something else. My poor babies. I feel so bad for them. Okay, so that's my announcement. We'll do prayers for Lulu, but I also want prayers for Kim Copeland. I haven't heard any word what the doctors came up with, but I've got Mel on line two. So I'll let you know if I hear something. And also find out someplace we can send some ducats her way, because I'm sure she depends on working to be able to make some money. Okay, and then what else did I want to tell? Oh, so how long did I have the Laguna Hills event up? What, a couple of days, 3 days, and it's gone, sold out. And now I'm doing the Benicia event. That's up on my www.lindagrindle.com. Go to events, and in November in Benicia, I'm doing a event with Mel. We decided not to have as many teachers as we normally do, because normally I end up having to pay more than what I even take in. So, but we're going to have that Thursday night, the meet and greet. We'll serve hors d'oeuvres. This is the VA center, or the Veterans Hall. So they have an upstairs and a downstairs, and they have a working, I used it, elevator, and they'll have a bar downstairs. And if you want to get a cocktail, and then we'll have hors d'oeuvres, and you get your little, lanyard and stuff like that. Then the Saturday, we're going to have light refreshments, bagels and stuff in the morning with coffee and hot water if you want tea. And then we'll serve lunch. And then on the last day, we're going to have until 4. And then we're going to have the caterer come in, and we're doing a buffet dinner. And that's when we're going to give out free prizes and stuff. So we've got Annette Brecka, and we've got Kirsten Langston, Third Eye Champagne. She's talking about maybe doing a drunk tarot. So I don't know how she does that, but probably what we'll do is in the morning, we'll have Annette do like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then we'll divide everybody with Mel and myself, 30-30. And then towards before the end of the gig, we'll do Kirsten. And then it should be fun. I mean, it's not too many people, because I'll be sitting with 30 people, which is less people than I normally sit with, unless I do an event, a mediumship event at Angel Heart for You, like the old days. I would go do 10. I'm having an event with them too. I think I told her to keep it at 40, not 50 this time. So anyway, So I just want you guys to thank you guys. I hope you can come. It should be a lot of fun. Oh, and my good friend, Joy Harjo, who won, she's a Muskogee native, and she won the poet, the poet award. And she was up at Sedona with us. She's coming. Right now, it looks like she's coming. So I don't know if she said she would do something or she just wants to hang out with us, but I told her, come on down. We's happy to have you. Okay, you guys. So that's the scoop. If anybody has things they want to sell, if you're coming to the event, I'll give you a table for free, no charge. You put your goods on the table, and there you go. Okay, so we have questions. Here we go. Jamie Crockett, will she win her lawsuit against 45? She's suing him for 10 million. I just heard no. Damn it. Let's look real quick. I'm using my Morgan Greer. It's one of my favorite. Oh, we got to read on that damn Dan Bongino considering leaving his job. He's upset. He had a fight with Pam Bondi. We'll look at that next. Okay. Jamie, I don't think Trump is going to be around long enough for this thing to take off. No, she's not going to win it. I don't think he's going to be around. And with the death card, it could even mean, he's no longer in office and he's exit stage left. No, she's not going to win it. Sorry about that. But it could be that it got dropped. So Dan Bongino is considering leaving his job as deputy with the FBI. And did you hear they're making the FBI do to see if they're telling the truth? What do you call it? Where they put those things on them? A bunch of. Don't worry, this too shall pass. Is Dom Bongino? Oh, I see Trump's mad at him for pushing it. He's almost saying, yeah, let him go, or let's get him out of there. He might be pushed out. He may threaten to leave, but I see Trump and his cohorts already looking for someone to replace him. Even Pam is helping them. Tell me about Dan. I've told you guys this before. The reason all this is taking place. Oh, my daughter's going to go see Superman today. She'll let me know how it goes. The reason all this is taking place is they think their scandal with Bill Clinton and all this, they're not looking at his holy master as being in that thing. He's all over it. So, yeah. So Dan is upset because he's being harassed. These guys are good for nothing. All they know how to do is buy t-shirts like that guy from Facebook. They all wear their t-shirt, their manly t-shirts. Oh, yeah, he might exit stage left, you guys. A little piece of bad news. He'll be glad he's out of there, though. They'll replace him with somebody else, but as a female, this is Pam Bondi. This might all happen in August. Just FYI, I'm just throwing it out there. Entertainment purposes only. Okay? All right. Thank you guys for all these good, juicy questions. One thing about you guys, you know how to ask the question. When will the mainstream media report on Trump's dementia? They are already talking about it. Did you hear him tell that guy, oh, you speak such eloquent English? Well, he was raised in an English-speaking country. How do you do that? Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. His dementia is not as bad as people are saying. And let me tell you why. Because I actually really listen. I can't hardly stand to hear his voice. But he repeats things and he's talking about things, but he knows how to do a little bit of train of thought here. When people are truly in dementia, which he's shown signs of it, he's not got the full Monty in there yet. He's not 100% out of it. But the mainstream media is talking about it. Oh, thank you, Carmel. She's watching from Australia. If Americans protest against SCOTUS and their bad decisions, will it be effective? It'll be effective when the new president comes in. And with that wonderful man, Shelton Whitehouse. So hold on one second, you guys. Sorry, you guys, I got interrupted. DoorDash was at my door, but it wasn't with food. It was somebody's delivering flowers, or someone sent me flowers. I don't know yet because I was like, I'm doing a show. I'll catch you in a minute. So, but whoever sent the flowers, thank you very much. Okay. So let's talk about the SCOTUS situation. I wanted to real quick take a look, see. Tell me about the SCOTUS situation. Shelton Whitehouse. A lot of this will change when the Democratic president comes in. Even when they take over, some of you guys were asking about how are we going to, are you sure we're going to be able to vote? Yes. Don't ask me how I'm sure, but we will be able to vote. They'll try to think of something, but the SCOTUS situation. I think I've read in this, they're a big disappointment, you guys. And they took too much money. Ooh, we will get patience. The light, the truth will shine on them. Okay. Yes, ending. I think one of them is going to cross physically. I don't know who. I think it might be Thomas, but one of them. Here's it being cut up, chopped up into pieces. Yeah. Two might go right away, and then I think there's two more. There's going to be hearings, I'm telling you. Oh, we're all going to be in such a good mood. Now, somebody just said, Ellen said, will Noam get her dream job as a pole dancer, the gig for which she seems to be auditioning? I love it. I love it. Noam, as terrible as she is, I don't see her being replaced. But when the Dems take over in the midterms, I see hearings and a lot of pressure on all of them, including Pam Bondi. Somebody like Pam Bondi will get hit with her bar license. I don't know why I see that, but when the new president comes in, they're all, they're all going. Okay. Unfortunately, no one will be held accountable for the deaths in Florida and or Texas. And I'm sorry to tell you that, but I got to call it as I see it. Not right now, at least. God, it's just terrible what's going on. And then some congressperson or senator got his kids out of there before it happened. So did he get the 411? These people, they'll buy stock or release stock before things, so they get the news and then they take advantage. Okay. Accountable for deaths. Not right now, you guys. I'm sorry. There's a lot of lying and cheating too. The tower, there's more stuff that's going to happen, you guys. And this is people negotiating, or, I think Trump's going to have to bring back a lot of people because it's like too much. Then they're like, oh, good, well, we got a place, so no more. But I don't see anything being able to be handled or punishment happening until all of this is out of office. And I want to look at the, hold on. I want to look at Ken Paxton. As you know, his wife is filing a lawsuit on biblical grounds. So let's look at Ken Paxton. I've often told you guys that guy's no good and he's going down. I've told you guys this before. And I think this is the beginning of it. Oh, he's mad at his wife. He's been married several times. He cheats all the time. Ken Paxton. He's gonna run for Senate or something. He's not gonna win. I just heard that as clear as day. Ken Paxton, give us the outcome. We can't wish for negative as much as we want. We just ask in peace. What is is he still going to be able to hurt people? He's got that ugly streak, like he does. He likes people seeing people hurt crossing the borders. So he's kind of in the droves of battle right now. Okay. His life is changing. He might even move or he's moving out of that job. See, he's in the battle, picking up the pieces off the battlefield. More bad news coming, even bad news with money coming. Ooh, you guys, he got the tower. He got the tower as the outcome, so it's going to get even worse before it gets better. You know, he might be having a little love affair, and that falls through, because look at this. This is like even legal troubles. And this, you know, his wife has got something she's holding over him. She might release it. Scandal. With that tower, that would probably be a scandal. But something illegal, something that could throw him in jail. Ooh, I like it. Oops, I'm not supposed to be gleeful. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Will Junior Vance release the Epstein files to favor public? No. And I'll tell you why, because Trump has told him no. He can't do anything right now. That Trump is all over that. And apparently they released a video that was proven to be manipulated. So they released a fraud video of Epstein that they said committed suicide. No. And I've been telling you since the get-go, he did not. He did not. So I accidentally used that word. I'm not supposed to use that word. But that's what they were alleging. So no, he did not. Okay. So, but they're not going to give you we'll get the whole story, just like we're going to get the whole story about the fake attempt on his life. That was all fake. I think it's a year this week or something. So don't worry. We're going to get all that information, but you got to just wait, because right now they won't allow that stuff out. Now I'm going to be on with Ness, and she said August is very busy with a lot of drama. So we'll take a look, see at August, but let me look. Is there something you want me to know? England just said what Judge Eileen Cannon, what did F-45 promise her? He promised her a judgeship, but she's patiently waiting. I think he said as soon as one of them goes, but right now they're staying. No, the Texas flooding will not get Trump out of office. That's not the reason he goes. But that Christine Noem, she sure took her time with people to come in, and that will never go away. Let's look at August, you guys. Angel of Light and Mercy. I see bright burning. I'm wondering if this is a fire or volcano action. And it feels like it's northeast from where I am. It's not out in the ocean. It could be even Nevada, Nebraska, that kind of thing. I don't know, but I see fire, a bright fire. I just got a weird hit. Okay, I see something falling out of the sky onto the earth, and people are like, what the hell is this? It's a very unusual piece of something. That's what I just got. I don't know what that's about. Okay. So in the month of August, people are running for their money. There's some justice, some judgment we're going to be really happy about. Good news comes September. The karmic star, so what goes around comes around. But I don't see poverty. I just see people running for their money. What does that mean? Maybe taking chunks of money out and keeping it safe. Remember how Roosevelt begged people to leave their money in the bank? Then he put all those things on money so the banks couldn't rip you off anymore. What a excellent president. Okay, what else can you tell me for August? Let's look at this one. The world is changing right now. The world energetically is enough. That's what I hear. Enough. So they don't want any more drama. They don't want any more. A lot of you people are not watching the news, which is excellent. Not believing what you hear right away, which is excellent. Like right now, they're running with this Dan Bongino. So that's all that's on the news right now. They'll play with that till the cows come home. Just turn it off. There's not, as long as they're not announcing Iran hit anybody, we're good. Okay. Let me look. August. I need to get a hold of Trish James and ask her if she wants to come on the show. She has a real good show too, you guys. Should have looked her up. Military action. Urgent act now. Well, I kept seeing Iran or some terrorist action taking place. I just got off with Jeff. Well, for some reason this thing kicked off. I just got done with the show with Jeff Mara, and I told him that there's some terrorist action and public life burnout. That makes total sense, doesn't it, you guys? So there will be some military action, or we're needing to assist with military action. I do see water. I do see probably, like, we're going to have a late hurricane season, so it's not really starting off right now, but probably more, August and September. We're going to see some good size hurricanes. I don't know why. Last night, my guides told me, to listen to music. Listen to music in the classics if you can, classical music, to calm your energy. And know that this too shall pass, which they always say to me. But it's very hard to read stuff, that some of the ugly stuff, like what they're doing with the taking on immigrants working on farms. And by the way, a lot of those people they took, they're not going to get shipped off because the guy that owns that 180 acres or something allowed them to come, but he's basically, most of the people there are good to go. That's what I get. Okay. I could be wrong. Um, I heard that Los Angeles National Guard is gone already. Or was that the Marines? Will Social Security still be available in 10 years? Yes. When the new president comes in, he's going to do what Roosevelt did. He's going to tax the rich, and he's going to make everything just like Clinton did. And he's going to get a lot of things that really help us help ourselves. As terrible it is as a lot of this stuff, which affects poor people who can't afford to go through this, but as terrible as it is, I see a new beginning. I see us adjusting things and making things right. Now that Dr. Oz, he just found a huge, well, I don't know if it was him, it's probably someone in his office, a fraud taking place in the Medicaid system. People making millions and millions of dollars fraudulently, doctors and hospitals. So they are really out to find that kind of stuff, and that will help delete a lot of the expenses. Um, Not that I'm a Dr. Oz fan, trust me. Seriously, I thought this said ask yourself questions, and I was like, Linda, I don't know. Oh, I see what you're saying. You meant to, I said ask questions. I don't know. Do you feel the tidal shift in energy happening already? Absolutely. And do you remember that period of time where everybody was exhausted? I was so exhausted, I could hardly stand it. It's left now, and a lot of that could be Gemini, Uranus going into Gemini, which is like, Taurus is sort of relaxed. Now it's like, yeah, out of my way. Um, okay, so do you feel the tidal shift in energy happening already that will eventually wash away this regime? Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of people are kind of the ones that even thought they would want him to go in. They're rethinking it and reevaluating it. Okay, I like it. When will the orange crush bite the dust? Honey, I can't tell you that. That's not for me to tell you. That's in God's hands. Okay. Oh, the August 1st tariffs. Do you see them being postponed? By the way, the stock market dropped today, two or 300. But Tesla went up a couple of dollars. I see. I see him moving. I see Elon Musk moving out of the country. He's going to have to. Do you see a tariffs? Yeah, postponed. Ooh, Putin is really mad at Trump. I say this all the time, but I just got the hit while I was talking about the August 1st tariffs. I see Elon. Probably that's why I see Elon talking to Putin. Okay, August 1st tariffs. What's going to happen? We'll use this deck. Earthquake shakeup, disaster wreckage, surveillance record, earthquake shakeup. So some shakeup will occur. Does it have to do with the tariffs? I mean, look, does it have to do with the tariffs? Tell me about the tariffs. The cycle will change. Here's the money with the tariffs. Walking away from it. Being stuck, unable to move forward. Interesting. A lot of bad news, which will cause people strife. So I think some of these might go through. It's going to cause strife. Yeah, he's going to change his mind. Maybe not necessarily as for the amount of the tariffs. He's going to change his mind. Because watch the stock markets. Anytime he goes by the stock market, anytime it starts to struggle, that's when he changes his mind. Uh, oh yeah, Governor Abbott asked Governor Newsom for financial help in Texas. Mind you, Governor Abbott was the one that did not want California to get any help. But he doesn't have any problem in asking Newsom now. I think Newsom will give it to him too. Maybe not a lot, but I see him giving it to him. Uh, what's going on with Susie Wiles? Why is the deputy chief of staff getting so much more attention than she is? Why is the deputy chief of staff getting so much more attention? I don't even hardly know who she is, but let's take a look at her. She's the blonde woman. She doesn't like attention. Susie, wow. Somebody asked a personal question. On the 18th, I'll be on with Annette. Hopefully you can get picked and we'll answer your personal question. Susie. Tell me about Susie. Wow, she sees a lot. She sees a lot. She can kind of go with the flow. She's a good executive assistant for Trump. She's kind of loyal. She maintains in the distance. She's looking at the light, figuring out what to do. She handles a lot of people coming around. She's trying to not let Trump get sued. She's going to get called in to testify against Trump, but this is later. But this is her in the House having to leave out her position. It's very difficult. So it's shameful. It's difficult. When will the cruelty of this regime end? Oh God, girl, tell me about it. When will the cruelty? Well, when the only way it's going to end is when we get rid of them. And something's going to happen with Trump, I'm telling you. And then maybe a lot of people will shut up. It's just awful what they're doing. And most people, even MAGAs, aren't for what's going on here. Yeah, what will be the fate of Stephen Miller? We can look at him. We can look at him real quick. The fate of Stephen Miller. We kind of go over the same questions, but it's always good to tap into universal consciousness and see what the what is. See if anything changes. I don't see the wife of Stephen Miller with Elon anymore. I wonder if they're still together. I don't think she wants to go back to Stephen Miller. I think she's done with him. He can be very cruel. Tell me about Stephen Miller. He'll be one of the ones on trial, by the way. So a lot of action will take place coming up soon. Here's his wife. Maybe they're talking. He's happy about something that's going on come the fall time. And then this is him having to pack up and exit stage left. 8 weeks, 8 months. He's going to have to go. He might be one of the ones that gets out of the country. He's the one, I think The Hague will want him to have a trial. Is this a 3 card? No. Will Trump be removed by the end of the year? Well, it doesn't hurt to ask. So the end of 2025. Now I asked my pendulum, and it's really answering really well. And I got he'll be gone by next year, beginning of next year. But let's check it out. 2025. Will Trump be gone? Will Trump be gone? And it's some medical problem, crossed by the 5 of Swords. It's too many battles going on. He can't handle all the negative news. They can't let the Epstein stuff come out because it's got him on it. And there's tapes, I'm telling you. I'm surprised that Maxine didn't say to him, get me out of here or I'll release the videos. I'm surprised. And they said he was seriously considering pardoning her, but they were saying it would make him look bad. So will he be gone by the end of the year? I would say no. I would say next year is his year to go. But something will begin that's going to really take at him. Will Emil Bowlby's nomination for federal judge be approved? Sitting there lying, telling them, I never said that when they said, we understand you told everybody don't pay attention to the courts. Just do what you want to do. I don't recall saying, yeah, liar. They all lie up there. That's what's going to get Supreme Court in trouble because they can show beyond a reasonable doubt they deceived the Senate and Congress. Okay, let's go. Emil, it's a very difficult journey. I don't know, all these people are saying yes, damn it. Damn it. Barking at the moon. Here's an offer, but the moon is there. Some sort of judgment against him. If he gets in, he won't be in for long. All this is going to blow up. Eventide said, I want to ask you about the Hopi Blue Star prophecy. Is it valid? I don't know what that prophecy is. I'll have to read up on it. Interesting. Colin Butler said, what will be the first signs of the downfall of Putin? Bibi. Putin's already getting ready to go. I can smell it. And Bibi, they just killed a whole bunch of people, 15, I think, standing in line for some help. Children. How is that saving Israel? I don't get it. This too shall pass. They're going to be coming after him. We just can't tell you when. We just can't tell you when. And Gavin Newsom looks really good for president. I just have to say that. Let me just do a quick throw. Because he fights 45 back. He doesn't sit there and take it or say, Your Royal Highness. Oh boy, Zelensky played it so good because he was nice about Trump. Trump's giving him stuff because he said, I want to thank the president, da da da. Yeah, Trump's giving him stuff. Gavin Newsom. Well, he's a tough writer. He's got some trouble maybe in his relationship or something. Yep. Looks good. Looks real good, you guys. Taking us out of mourning, coming in lightweight, fighting the battle. And his hopes, dreams, and wishes is the Ten of Swords reversed, which is a very good card. And this is Biden. I wonder if Biden says he's the man. It might be, and I think he will choose another man. He might choose Bootylicious is like I call him. So it's really good. So let me kind of go into a little piece here. Tell me what I can tell everybody. Is there something you want to show me? And the other day I wrote in my community, I got the weirdest hit on Shirley MacLaine, just out of the blue. It could be she was traveling and she came by my soul energy and said hello. But I almost felt like she was negotiating her exit. It was really weird. Like I wouldn't have been surprised to wake up the next morning and it said she had crossed, but it was like she was negotiating. So she's what, 92 or something? But I don't know why. I just FYI. So tell me what I can tell everybody. Remember I told you guys there was a sports person that was going to cross and everybody was all upset. Well, there was two brothers that got killed, but they weren't here in the United States. They were someplace else, and it was a big deal. I don't know if it was in Spain or Portugal, but it was a big deal. So I'm wondering if that's what I was picking up. Okay, Angel of Light and Mercy, tell me what you can tell me. Anything coming up? Show me July, August. I see a plane. It's a military plane. I see some sort of fight with the plane. So I don't know if one of our planes goes in and bombs something or someone attempts to bomb us. Something with a military plane and it's not in the USA. I see movement in the ocean, stirring up of the ocean. So that could be even hurricanes, but I see maybe even that volcano outside of Portland, gurgling. I see gurgling taking place. I guess the San Andreas down near Los Angeles has had back-to-back swarms. Isn't that interesting how we're getting all these swarms happening with earthquakes? Stuff is happening right now. So my phenomena, one has to do with the military hitting something, but the other has to do with natural phenomena. And the ocean is churning is what I keep getting. Bad heat wave. I don't know if it's here in California, but I see a lot of people suffering. Bad heat wave. Pray for others. Put them in your thoughts. And people aren't going to be able to really trust restaurants and stuff because there are going to be a lot of people get a little food illness. I think people will more than likely cook at home for themselves or eat canned soups or something. I see our eating habits being very different for the next few years until we get him out. Okay, you guys, I love you all. Now, when am I coming back? This is Friday. I think I have a show with someone tomorrow. And then I'll be back Sunday. I think I'm doing something Sunday. I think I'm going to be on with Arthur tomorrow. So that'll be on his show. But you know me, I always grab my leftover questions like leftover pizza. Okay, you guys, love you so much. Thank you so much. Don't forget to go to www.lindagrindle.com and check out the events. And I believe Laguna Hills is sold out. Sorry about that. But we'll have a ball in Benicia. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. And I love me some. Kirsten is really funny in person. And Annette, she's just she's really fun. Okay, love you all. Cheers. Bye.